some mama kwaba bi member I sports chat so em reduce a foreign TV when him say foreign minister me base ana a tidbit around the world of sport e be football boxing tennis kakra and then the me dey brem no na mediani PK men na say UEFA Champions League when say UEFA Champions League na gu so e koso na enra matches ni be ba so na matches ni be ba so no score CP mu ni Napoli Rangers she omo come so omo ntumi ante Chelsea etine fie ma RB Salzburg be ne omo be ball 1-1 Real Madrid etine fie ma RB Leipzig ba omo twa ne come a we ntumi ante na Manchester City so tonsa the frey Bobo Kwani the Dortmund from Germany ne come a o team ba ko Copenhagen ne Sevilla ebo 0-0 Juventus old ladies of Juventus so etinefie ema Benfica if Portugal e be trying come o team ba ko na hapo na Maccabi Haifa so etinefie ma Paris Saint-Germain yes if we Paris e be share ne come yensa o team ba ko na Paris Saint-Germain game no unim say Messi Neymar Mbappe omo ina na omo tumi share sa 3 goals no edema Paris Saint-Germain e was a match ni mo na afi ye free scores ne so ayen kohwe group no mo sesi na after match day 2 say na group table ne tie group A Napoli so with 6 points Liverpool so 3 Ajax 3 Rangers are with 0 Minsambo so be Napoli 6 points Liverpool 3 Ajax 3 and our Rangers are with 0 points na group B Club Brugge 6 points Bayern Leverkusen 3 Atletico Madrid 3 and Porto so are with 0 Club Brugge 6 Leverkusen 3 Atletico Madrid 3 Porto so are with 0 now for group say FC Bayern Munich so 6 points Barcelona 3 Inter Milan 3 Victoria Pleasant are with 0 and I may call group D Sporting 6 Tottenham Hotspur 3 Frankfurt 3 and Marseille so 0 now group E Milan 4 points Dynamo Zagreb so 3 RB Salzburg 2 and Chelsea the Blues new manager Graham Potter no marry with 1 point now if you echo group F Real Madrid the defending champions 6 points Shakhtar Donetsk 4 Celtic 1 and RB Leipzig 0 now echo group G Manchester City 6 points Dortmund 3 points Copenhagen 1 and Sevilla so 1 echo group H the last group no PSG 6 points Benfica 6 points and Juventus 0 Maccabi Haifa 0 PSG 6 Benfica 6 Juventus 0 and Maccabi Haifa 0 na ebusia say na Champions League group stages ne after match day 2 na if Champions League group say endra match a Man City boy against Dortmund Erling Haaland she goal bia na who say goal ne de killer goal pa na enu echi na ebisa Erling Haaland say nti goal no share no asembe na work fast and goal no enti say Erling Haaland edu tu bia
this season. Was that the most satisfying?
It was a special goal, I have to say. I scored a bit of the same for Dortmund against Wolfsburg, I remember. And I've been trying this for the last games I played for City, and finally it worked. So yeah, it was a nice goal.
Sometimes on the sidelines we watch you and we are amazed by the things you do and the numbers. Do you amaze yourself sometimes?
Good question. I really don't think too much about it. I'm soon gonna think about Wolverhampton because that's how my brain have to be. I have to focus on next things. I have to focus on the right things because if I think too much, I don't think it's a good thing. So it's about focusing on the right things and to be focused.
How difficult was it to stay focused tonight? Because at times it certainly seemed from the side like it might not come. They were defending so deep. Obviously they're a team who know you so well. Did it feel to you like it might not come?
No, for me it was easy to stay focused as I always did. People maybe talk about that I don't touch the ball enough and this and that, but I don't care about this. I know what I'm gonna do and what I have to do, and this is exactly what I did today in a difficult match, and this is exactly what I will keep doing. So yeah.
Does it matter to you if you don't touch the ball much, as long as when it counts you get the goals?
Yeah, my dream is to touch the ball 5 times and score 5 goals. That's my biggest dream.
Well done tonight, Erling. Thank you.
And Manchester City Bobo Kone manager Pep Guardiola ibisa na say Erling Haaland go no ohun se go no fa na say nsembe na o kafa go no nsem say na Pep Guardiola edu tu jafa go no.
Remember a little bit my dear friend Ibrahimovic, that have this incredible ability to put the heck on the on the roof. So, and Erling is quite similar on that. And I think he's mature, he's elastic, he's flexible, and Arthur had the ability to make the contact and put it in the net. So, yeah, it's so, because you see how it's so big, you know, how if this flexibility that he has, I think he's mature, it's his mom and dad give you this.
Yes, Pep Guardiola no si go na Haaland share no kind of the player ni Ibrahimovic that time Ibrahimovic on na who say sa go si o ta hye pa the legend, the Barcelona legend, the Ajax legend, Johan Cruyff, the great Johan Cruyff. Yes, omo no mutumi hye sa goals mi nti o say Haaland share goal no endra no. Yes, players me anyway and our margin be seen it trim free Manchester City so enkopiem Chelsea. Na wonu say Chelsea so endra ombo 1-1. Na Aubameyang almost striker for turn free Barcelona in Ebisa after the match say 1-1 your my boy then na players ne feeling same say na Aubameyang edutuja
support today from the fans. I think we all a bit sad because I think we deserve the win today.
And the change of manager, that must be strange for you coming in and then finding a change of manager so quickly.
Obviously, I think it's a bit strange for everybody, not only for me, but as I said, this is football, you have to adapt, and you know, when you play for Chelsea, you need results as soon as possible, so yeah, that's why I'm a bit frustrated too.
Aubameyang no say why frustrated pan na wa wo kofa number 9 jersey 2-4 wentie say Chelsea dey call na wo share number 9 about 2 games clean sheet Aubameyang o dey bomb pa ma say befa afi wonim say and there Thursday night football the Europa League no the Europa League no yes and there and fixtures ni be Barcelona and there Manchester United and Sheriff Tiraspol be kwakobo. Yes, omo come Moldova any Sheriff Tiraspol. Say Sheriff Tiraspol so the Ghanaian players ne be Google Hassan Manchester United any Sheriff Tiraspol na Olympiacos ne Freiburg and Karabakh ne Nantes so kobo Monaco any Ferencváros AS Roma any SJK na Sporting Braga any Union Berlin ne be bona any Rennes any Fenerbahce and be bona say Arsenal match ne dey on PSV omo postpone the match to 20th October until end there Arsenal for ne there and there omo nyomo matches ne be na Manchester United for na Umbenya matches ni match na Europa League fixtures so I want to say Manchester United for coach ni the Eric Ten Hag on the same to against omo match omo kobo against Sheriff Tiraspol no see game wo mbebo ide so omo ye bibia no omo win match we yenti ensem Ten Hag the tuja.
Every game for us the same because we have to win every game, but it's clear and when you lose the first game you have to win the second. And so we know what our task is, where we are stand for.
What do you think of Sheriff, a team that started very well the group stage?
We beat Real Madrid, we beat Shakhtar Donetsk last year. So they are capable of doing that, and we have to make it our game, but we are conscious of that fact.
And I know it's United for goalkeeper, David De Gea, no so the two just when him say, "Omo first match, omo boy the anko yamba, omo match we there." Mentality of modern match win. Yente David this year.
Well, I think it's a great competition. Of course, in my opinion, we should be playing Champions League, but this is a competition that we have to play for. So we will go with everything. We lost the first one, so we have to try to win the game against a difficult team. But for sure, it's a special competition.
Afi free Manchester United aso yonkopiem Arsenal former manager aso Arsene Wenger no say 2018 no free Arsenal hona okoye interview bi na ebisa na say sure say Arsenal team we omo create Arsenal form omo Premier League mu say see omo betumi nya top 4 hopes ana in same say na Arsene Wenger the two.
This season from the start there is no dominating team, completely dominating team. And that Arsenal has a chance because the potential is there, and hopefully they can do it. At least to be in the top 4, and why not? I think you cannot even rule out the fact that they can fight for the title.
Now, and we children ebisa Arsene Wenger say, "Adena since 2018, I will free Arsenal no. On san we chin ko club no mu bi mu enkohwe se na nema City ana say on kan club no ho asem bia enchire obia." In same say na Arsene Wenger the two ya.
No, I haven't been there. You know, I think after 22 years, we had maybe I arrived at the end of a road and the people wanted change, what I can understand. And then I must say I was always loyal to the club and turned many, many clubs down because I felt my life is definitely linked with the club. The club has chosen a different direction, but I can understand completely. And sometimes you need to change completely and to have a new start, and not me, my presence there could have been a problem. So I thought I stay away completely and give the club a chance to rebuild a new connection with a new manager. And that's why I never talked about Arsenal and never came back to Arsenal, because I didn't want to be a presence that is not maybe not good for the club.
You know, as in Wenger, no, say I'm sure none of presence for Arsenal, no, about for problems we bring. But to say Yanum Fui, Yanum Fuibia, or Marco Form coach that be about how they be the problems they bring me. I feel you could be Chelsea new owner yet told Bolly. Yes, and also I could do now. Come on, I seen a bizarre and say, I didn't Thomas Tuchel. What top players in our money? One for one ball, one match is cry, what pamuni. In same say, and I told Bolly at the 2 year.
When you take over any business, you just have to make sure that you're aligned with the people who are operating the business. And I think Tuchel is obviously extremely talented and someone who had great success at Chelsea. Our vision for the club was finding a manager who really wanted to collaborate with us, a coach who really wanted to collaborate. You know, I think there's a lot of walls to break down at Chelsea. And, you know, before the first team, for example, in the academy, didn't really share data. They didn't share information about, you know, where the top players were coming from. So our goal is to really bring, you know, a team together that, you know, with the academy, with the first team, with the incremental clubs that we want to acquire and develop, all of that needs to be, you know, a well-oiled machine. And the reality of our decision was that we just weren't sure that Thomas saw it the same way we saw it. And no one's right or wrong. It's just we didn't have a shared vision for the future. And it wasn't about Zagreb. It was really about, you know, the shared vision for what we wanted to Chelsea Football Club to look like. And, you know, it wasn't a decision that was made, you know, as a result of a single win or loss. It was a decision that was made really about what we thought was the right
thing. No, thought ball, you know, say club division, ne coach, ne dia ne fa, and Indiano Pamono, ne fa player be or say open water man. This I was saying fa. After that's why what thought ball is so. Sadly, same be to just say, ono obenya nka ye Premier League no. Nka ombe organize tournament bia every season bia ombe bo North versus South. North versus South no be so chire to say all-star game, which means teams say one north no against the teams all South, and it is say na oko US abrochi memo here the Major League Soccer omo no and NBA no say no omo all-star game no say na be generate sika na omo dia ma smaller club no so say na be support omo no omo tumi assign the players in theater ball.
What relegation is all about, and maybe a little bit about the stakes involved. Are you a fan? Do you think relegation is a good thing? And if it is, would it do some good to sports like baseball, basketball, hockey?
You know, it obviously prohibits tanking, right? So I think that, you know, you have no, because of course the economics of going into the first league are materially different, right? I mean, I think the Premier League distributes its media money, and every club gets north of, you know, 200 million pounds or so from the media contract. And when you go into the next league down, the Championship League, you know, that numbers fall off a cliff, right? So there's no one who's thinking about tanking. And those relegation games are some of the highest broadcast games. I mean, ultimately, I hope that the Premier League takes a little bit of a lesson from American sports and really starts to figure out, you know, why wouldn't we do a tournament, you know, with the bottom 4 teams? Why isn't there an all-star game? I mean, people are talking about more money for the pyramid. You know, MLB did their all-star game in LA this year. We made $200 million from, you know, a Monday and a Tuesday. You know, so, you know, I think you could do a North versus South, you know, all-star game for Premier League and fund whatever the pyramid needed very easily.
Na third ball in nsem o kan Liverpool bobo manager judging club yes and also can nsem bi fa ho enti nsem a club ka fa.
Okay, tonight Todd Bowley, the Chelsea owner, has said he favours a North-South all-star game in English football like they have in the NBA. Just given that you
he doesn't hesitate, he doesn't wait long.
Well, I mean,
great. When he finds a date for that, he can call me. When he wants to call us, he forgets that in the big sports in America, these players have 4-month breaks. So they're quite happy that they can do a little bit of sport in these breaks. It's completely different in football. Yeah, what can I say? Does he want to bring Harlem Globetrotters as well and let them play against a football team? It's a free. I'm surprised by the question, so please don't judge my answers too much. But maybe you can explain it to me at one point and find a proper date, and then, yeah, not sure people want to see that, but imagine that United players, Liverpool players, Everton players, all together in one team. It's not the national team. It's just the northwest and northeast together. North-south. Yeah, okay, north against south, it means northeast. And Newcastle, well, interesting game. And all the London guys together, Arsenal, Tottenham, great. Did he really say it? Interesting.
If we told ball in Asian club and saying same year in Kupim or Australia and Australian League no omoya one so be a record be we are seeing I am say almost say the first time I see na Australian for omo cap omo bono team and the Canoes na obo against MacArthur na Canoes no omo 14-year-old goalkeeper or the youngest goalkeeper to ever feature in an official match na Endra no making the debut after so making the debut no say na crane 2 year.
What a moment for this young man. The crowd are on their feet for him.
Luis Italiano with a smile. He wants to get on.
He's so eager. Get me on there.
You've got to wait. We'll have to check. But I suspect this is the youngest ever player to play in a semi-final.
A moment that will live with him for the rest of his life.
What a moment.
The man next to me didn't let any in at all, Uber. No. Pretty happy with the performance. Should you have come on earlier?
I don't know. Chris Taylor's call, not mine.
When did you know? When did you know that you were going to come on? Was it planned or just towards the end?
I think it was planned. 85th minute, I think. I said warm up. I was buzzing. So happy.
Now tell me, were there any nerves at all? Particularly as they had the corner right there at the end. Were you ready for it?
I had no nerves. Basically, just excited to go on to make history. That's it.
All right, pass your microphone to Mum because I'm going to have to ask her the same question. Were you nervous at all that there might be a thunderbolt coming his way?
I was a nervous wreck, so I've been nervous all night. I really wanted Oakley to win. I'm so proud of the boys, so proud of Umed. He trains really, really hard for the last couple of years. Thank you to Boyle, his goalkeeper coach. He's been amazing. And it's a whole family affair, it's a whole Oakley affair. So thanks to the Oakley club as well. Like it's been great.
Now, if I remember, he got the call at about 4:30 ahead of the quarterfinal. Yeah. Did you say, what did you say? Did you mean that?
We were eating dinner at that time. I nearly choked on my food. So, yeah.
Yes, and the 14-year-old goalkeeper of Australia. Yes, and Rano making an official debut for Australian side. Canoes. Now, if we Australia, you could be Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and same officially. Yes, almost 30 dates na kase contract ni na be by Tyson Fury ni Anthony Joshua fight no e be ba so 3rd December. Na sa 3rd December no ye book World Cup round of 16. Na sa World Cup round of 16 no. Sa na jona na Tyson Fury ni Anthony Joshua so omo ntoka no on basis so gidi kra nya asem keto akra. Ye Fury ni Joshua so ayenkopim Rodger Federer. Rodger Federer so announce we say after say the Liver Cup obebo no. After sa tournament ni de retire free tennis and also and same kakra a branch and the Rodger Federer so they are to just say after liver tennis cup no yes we retire free tennis bobo tennis mukra completely into a branch they who say abraba no abebo bia tournament no we win bia and say there who say after tournament where obe kon there wabre say ye no racket no order to form na aha na me dey foreign tidbit around the world of sports ebesi na wonim say dwumedie ne yempon ye afi na NKZ ne the pandit ebetena ase na nsem no o mabobo mu aka ho yie pa media ne fike makra